Grand Rapids is more than just a great place to buy a home. It's the people and the local businesses that make it special. I'm Christian Hughey, and today we're sitting down with Kaitlyn Sherer, the owner of Mitten Animal Clinic. She is a licensed vet, and we'll learn a little bit more about her and why you really need to bring your furry friends to the Mitten Animal Clinic. All right, I am here with Kaitlyn at the Mitten Animal Clinic. Just want to kind of learn more about what they do here and how they can help you out. So, does the Mitten Animal Clinic specialize in any type of animal, or do you guys take it on anything?
Not anything, but dogs and cats. So dogs and cats.
I couldn't bring my horse here.
Please don't. I don't think they'll fit through the door.
All right. What type of care do you provide at the clinic?
So we are a general practice, meaning we basically do everything. We do vaccines, wellness care, really our big priorities. But if your pet is sick, I like to see all my own urgent cares. We do surgery here. We do pain management. So a lot of things.
So if your dog, something is wrong and you're like, I don't know what to do, like bring them in.
Call me first. Yeah,
doesn't
absolutely.
matter if they know what's going on or not. It's
Correct.
like just bring them in.
Yeah, that's actually, I say that a lot. Get here in 5 minutes.
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
All right, so pets are viewed as family members, and that's not taken lightly. So how do you deal with their owners, when they're bringing them in and maybe there's a trauma or something like that?
Yes. So I think when we're talking with owners, I think the most important thing is communication. I feel like it's really key. It's really good for the owner to understand what's going on, as well as like for the care of their pet. So when I have someone come in, I do really want them to understand what tests we're doing, why I'm recommending those tests, what are the results of those tests, what does that mean moving forward as far as treatment and or care, what's our prognosis. And so I think it's really important to have a partnership when talking with owners, because that's going to be the best thing for them and then for their pet.
Definitely, that makes sense. Communication is key. So do you do in-home visits?
We don't. We're not big enough. I feel like I'm one person, and so I don't have the resources to be here and then also be traveling.
Yeah, when I think of in-home visits, it's like back in the 1800s where you're going in
large animals,
checking out the cow and stuff
yes.
like that. Yeah.
There are really great, if anybody wants them, I have great recommendations for that.
Okay, very cool. All right, so what type of staff do you have here?
I have the best staff. So we have 4 staff members that work alongside me. Typically, we have 3 people working as veterinary assistants each day and 2 people up front as receptionists. So our assistants are going to be going into the rooms, taking the history, asking questions with the owner, getting vitals on the pet, and then they'll always have a buddy, in treatment area for help. And then we always have people up answering questions, answering phones, and those things. So lots of support.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a full staff and you're not going to neglect anybody. So It's really cool. Awesome. For you personally, what got you into veterinary practice?
That's a really good question. I feel like every little kid's like, I want to be a vet, but that actually was not me.
Really?
I know. Most people are surprised when they hear that. I actually am a really big science nerd. I love science. I love biology. I think biology is really fascinating. Obviously, I do love animals, but my goal growing up was not to be a vet. Actually, I'm not really sure. I want to be a ballerina for a long time. So
now you're into CrossFit, which is just as cool.
Basically the same. But I think as I was going through school, I actually did a lot of research first. And I went into research because I wanted to help people. And I thought I could do more work and help more people that way. But while I was there, I realized that was not going to happen. And so I shifted gears and decided to go to vet school because then I knew I could have kind of like boots on the ground and actually be involved in the decision making and see the difference that I was making. That's
very cool. Well, let's lead that into you are now owning your own practice. And before you had you worked for somebody else. So what was the transition and how has it been different?
Yes. So I worked for a corporation before, which I do think was different. When I first actually accepted my position, it was a single owner, which was part of what drew me to it. And then he called me 2 weeks later and told me he sold it to a corporation. And I was like, well, I just signed my contract. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it time, see how it goes. And then I loved emergency medicine. So I really liked being there. And in the beginning, I actually think it was kind of nice having the corporate backing because we had more funding and more flexibility with the things we could do. But then it just kind of changed. They got too big. I think corporate has sometimes different goals than what my goals are. And so I wanted to make sure that I could do what I wanted to do. I don't want 15, 20-minute appointments. I want 45 to an hour long appointments. I want to be able to run your pet's diagnostics right here and give you the answer. I'm not trying to get it back later or, rush you off and say, hey, you got to come back in 2 days because we don't have time.
And I'm sure your clients appreciate that, where it's like, wow, I can get an answer now. I don't have to call you later. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. What is the most, what type of procedures are you guys do you specialize in? Is there anything in particular?
I think the thing that people tend to come to us, what we've started to become, actually I'd say there's two things that we've started to become known for. One of them I think is pain management. I have a lot of pets come to me that have been to several different veterinarians and they're like, they can't figure out what's wrong with my dog, or I just feel like they're not comfortable and we're not doing enough. What else can we do? So I have a lot of clients that come for that. We do acupuncture here, which a lot of places don't do. And I think that's a really good adjunct. We do physical therapy and people, why aren't we doing it in dogs? Because that's a lot of times what's helping you feel more comfortable in the long run. So having them do exercises, that kind of thing. I feel like the other big thing is reactive dogs, because we take a lot more time because I don't have 15, 20-minute appointments. We're able to get dogs in that maybe just need a little bit more time and they're just terrified, and we're able to do things and get blood draws and vaccines done that they're not able to do other places.
Wow. Seems like it's cutting edge stuff. I mean, like you said, doing PT on humans, and why not try it on animals?
Actually, I have a client that this dog was so painful, and I was like, what are we doing to treat your dog's pain? It came here for a different reason. It wasn't originally my client, but they had become my client because I was like, your dog's not okay. We need to do something. And this dog is night and day. It's 2 months.
That's awesome.
And these owners, also CrossFitters, very committed to their dog. And they've done a really good job doing the PT, the follow through, the medications, and
that's awesome.
And I'm really excited for them.
Good. What is your favorite procedure?
My favorite procedure is foreign body surgery, which is when an animal eats something they shouldn't and it gets stuck in the intestines or the stomach. So we have to go in and find out what it is. And you just never know what you're going to find.
What is the craziest thing you've ever found?
A condom.
A condom? That does not sound appetizing.
No, it was a cat too. Why did it eat that? It's so gross.
If somebody wants to bring their pet in, what is the best way to get a hold of you? Would you say phone call, email, or is there a website, or what would be the best?
Absolutely. So if they have questions, I do think calling and asking the question is very important. But we do have a website that you can go to, and then you can go ahead and just register. So you can put in all your own information, your pet's information, you can upload a photo, and you can actually request an appointment time on there too. But at least filling out that information is super helpful for us. So that way when you call, if you do have questions, concerns, we can get everything in for the appointment.
That's great. Are they able to actually schedule
the
appointment?
Yep, you can schedule online. You don't even have to call if you don't want to.
Do you personally have any animals at home?
Oh, yes. We have 3 dogs. So we have my old man, Weston. He is 15. Whoa. He's 75 pounds. He's doing great. He sleeps most of the time. And then 2 very rambunctious young labs.
Do they piss Weston off?
No, they leave him alone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they just bother each other and Josh, actually.
Gosh, that's okay.
Yeah, and sometimes they take June out, but mostly not.
Awesome. Between a cat or a dog, what is the best name of an animal that you have come across?
It was a Frenchie. His name's Trap Money Benny.
What?
Trap Money Benny.
Trap Money.
And I was like, oh, what do you call him? And I assumed it was going to be Benny. They're like, no, we call him Trappy. He was real cute.
That's funny.
It was a good one.
I got one more.
Oh, yeah, one more. Okay.
You have 10 seconds to answer this.
Oh, God.
If you're downtown, where are you eating?
Oh, Gin-Gins, but that's not downtown.
It's good enough. We'll call it downtown.
Okay.
What do you eat there? What's your favorite thing?
Oh, God, the Parker rolls. And actually, they always have different oysters, and they're so good.
Interesting. I have not tried that. I've only been there for drinks, so I need to go and eat some food.
Oh my God, you gotta eat the food.
Okay.
Their drinks are also really good.
Yeah.
They do a really good job with that too, but the Parker rolls. I don't even like bread and I love that.
We got to learn a little bit more about Kaitlyn and why the Mitten Animal Clinic is more than just a vet. They really truly care about everybody and every animal that comes through the door. You really need to check them out. Enjoy your weekend and hopefully we'll see you again soon.